Hi friends, today I am going to tell you how to install MySQL server on a Windows 7 or Windows 10 operating system. Now first slide is that how to downloading the MySQL server for Windows 7 or Windows 10 operating system. Now first one is the you require the appropriate MySQL installer for the Windows operating system. Now your operating system is the 32-bit. You require the 32-bit MySQL MSI file installer. Now your operating system is the 64-bit. Now you have to require the 64-bit MySQL MSI installer file. Then next they show how to download the MySQL MSI file setup file. Now here I will be provide the link to how to downloading the MySQL MSI setup file. Now link is that https colon dev.mysql.com download/windows/installer/5.7 .html 5.1 to 5.7 different version that can be available in this site. Now next one is the welcome to the setup wizard for MySQL server 5.1. You click on next button, then after clicking the next button they show the next window. Select a setup type. Here different type of a setup. First one is the typical. Typical means a common program feature will be installed. Then complete means all features that can be installed. Then custom means choose which program features you want to install. Now next, here you clicking on a next button. Then next they show the window ready to install the MySQL. Again you clicking on the install button. Then after clicking on an install button, one window that can be show installation in progress. Then after completion of this process you clicking on the next button. Then next they show the window more information about MySQL enterprise subscription. Again here you clicking on the next button. After clicking the next button they show the window setup wizard is completed. After completing the setup wizard, we have to configure the instance. At the time you clicking on the finish button. After clicking the finish button, next window that can be show start MySQL server instance configuration wizard. In this window you again clicking on next button. After clicking the next button, one window that can be showing select configure type. In configure type, two type, detail configure, and then second one is the standard configure. Now you clicking on detail configure. Then next one, here you clicking on the next button. After clicking the next button you show the window select a server type. Three type of a server that can be available in a MySQL 5.1 server. Now first one is the developer machine, second one is the server machine, third one is the dedicated MySQL server machine. Now you select the developer machine, then again you click on the next button. After clicking the next button they show the window select the database uses. Again three type of a database uses that can be available under the setup MySQL 5.1. Now first one is the multifunctional database, second one is the transactional database, and then third one is the non-transactional database. Here you clicking on the multifunctional database, then click on the next button. After clicking the next button, one window that can be show means here you have to set the InnoDB table space setting. Now InnoDB table space setting means please choose the drive and then directory where you have to install the database. Now here by default you have to select the C drive for installing the MySQL database. Now again next you have to clicking on the next button. Then after clicking the next button you show the window if the MySQL server on your development machine it is used for decision support such as a data warehouse, then data mining, then select the first option. Now here different option that can be available to the user. First one is the decision support. second one is the online transactional processing, and then third one is the manual setting. Now here you select the first option, decision support. Then after selecting the decision support option, you click on the next button. After clicking the next button, they show the window set networking option. In a set networking option, you select the enable TCP/IP networking, because of a means enable this to allow TCP/IP connection when disable only local connection through the name pipes are allowed. Means by default port number is the 3306 in a MySQL. Now after selecting the enable TCP/IP networking, you click on the next button. After clicking the next button, they show the window select the default characters set. Now there are different options that can be available to the user. Now first one is the standard character set, second one is the base support for the multipleism, then third one is the manual select default character set slash collection. Now here you selecting the first option, standard character set. Then after selecting the standard character set, you click on the next button. After clicking the next button, they show the window install MySQL server as the Windows service. Now here we require the service. Now first service you have to require. Now install as a Windows service. Here you click on the install as a Windows service. Then next one is the you clicking on the next button. After clicking the next button, here you have to set the password. Suppose you already installing the MySQL, at the time of they ask to the you please enter the current password of a MySQL. Suppose you freshly installing the MySQL, they directly ask the new root password. Here you entering the password, then same password that can be entering the second text field. Then after you have to clicking on the next button. After clicking the next button, that can be ready to execute the configuration. Then next you clicking the button execute. After clicking the execute button, next they show the window configuration successfully completed. Then after you clicking on the finish button. After clicking the finish button, how to open the MySQL in a Windows operating system by using the command line. Now first you go through the start, then after clicking the start, now here you have to search the MySQL. Then after searching the MySQL, means here they show the MySQL command line. Here you click on the MySQL command line. Then after clicking the MySQL command line, the next window that can be show, please enter password. Okay, here you entering the correct password. Then after entering the password, means they show the MySQL client side, means a MySQL is the client side and then MySQL D is the server side.